Flavor, aka Flaev Beatz, is a recording artist, a producer, a rapper, a singer to some sort, a motivational speaker, a drummer, and the CEO of his own company. You know, as a toddler, you end up getting involved with the things that your father or your mother gets involved with, because as a toddler, you grow. So whatever they do, you do. So in that regard, I saw music as a very key factor, because he always sings a lot as a worshiper. So, and he's also a pastor too. So he does a lot of music, and he has his own sound. Like, he knows how his sound is meant to be. So for me as a kid, I just picked it up using an instrument, which was the drums. So every time after service, I'm always on the drum set playing randomly. I'm always kicked out because I'm always making noise, you know, just the way kids are normally kicked out for no particular reason. So that was me. I kept on being persistent about it, so I kept on going on the drum set, just learning the art of it. And before you know it, I picked it as an interest. And from then on, I started learning the art of music. Then at a point, I began doing my first album was recorded in 2005. And back then, it wasn't like this. It was analog, the tape, recording, and all that. So at least I'm actually grateful that I got to experience that side before the digital era happened. So at least I got to know how they actually perfect the art of making music, and that really gave me a very good inspirational tool for me to be able to come up with what I have today. When I started music, it was more of the hip-hop scene, the trap, the whole R&B flair and all that. But you know, when you're coming up as an artist, you need that identity. It's like a brand. So that for me, I realized I didn't have an identity till Colorful Sounds, and that was Writer's Block. So I realized that I needed to change up a lot of things that I'm doing. So that's what gave me the light to say, okay, I'm Nigerian, there are so many things I can do with this music of today and formulate it into my own style. So for me, I said, okay, let me come back home. Let me start doing music that is African, while at the same time not lose my hip-hop value. So that's what I've been working on right now. And from what I'm making, it's a lot of hip-hop and a lot of Afrobeat. So that when someone listens to the music, they know that this is not just Afrobeat, this is not just hip-hop, it's a blend, and it's a unique blend, and I'm still working on it.
You know it! All I'm trying to say is I started with nothing. I'm going for something I didn't know was coming. Talent is geared up, but you might come. Bass drop as I drop my truth for the youth through this booth, and for those who find it uncouth and can't chew with their tooth. Now my problem, so chew it up or spit it out. How I spell it, this a real boy, I see the kilo dead. Ever since I was a kid, looking from a bus view, all I ever knew was a room for improvement. So I took my sticks and system, built to root them and to grow in it. All I'm trying to say is I started with nothing. I was for something I didn't know was coming. Talent is skilled up, but you ain't coming.
Alright, concerning collabos, that would be very interesting, because collabos always give a form of music in a different way. If this artist works with this artist, there's a way it comes out that it won't work with another artist. So when I find the artists in Kenya, the industry in Kenya, it's very interesting, because in Kenya there's a lot of talent, be it art, be it poetry, be it spoken word, music, film, name it. People are really rich in that, and they take it as a passion. The only problem is the way the motivation is more or less lacking, because they want to do something, but they won't, because there's a certain blockade that has interfered with the process. But with that in mind, if someone can be able to stand up and come out and come clean and maybe be able to do something that would change the industry, well and good. Because as far as I know, it's really, really interesting. People have been working, new music has come out, and the art, the form of art is really captivating, because you can tell this is from Kenya, and this is how the sound is, which is good. There are a lot of artists I would like to work with. Preferably in Nigeria, I would like to work with the likes of Wande Cole, Wizkid, Yemi Alade, Chidinma, Don Jazzy, Ice Prince, just to name a few. In Kenya, I would also like to work with people like Elani, because I don't think they've not worked with anyone outside, but if they get to, that would be really amazing, because putting two artists together is one beautiful thing, especially for the audience. So those two from Kenya. From South Africa, aka Mafikizolo, Yeah, like these are just people in the bucket list, you know, who are really, really inspirational to me as an artist, because I'm also coming up. They've made it, they've gotten awards, I've been seeing them. Even in as much as we're still growing as a continent in music, there's a lot to offer. So this is the kind of people I'll get to associate with and really appreciate the time and the effort that I'll spend with them if that ever happens. For any artist, for any actor, for anyone, is always important, because the person who is mentoring you is someone who has been through what you are about to get into, you know. So he's giving you a piece of advice that would help you, not necessarily in a positive way or in a negative way, but reality as it is. Actually, everyone who is into this industry, they should have someone who can be able to take them in and be able to grow them as they nurture themselves into who they need to be. Hello everybody, it's your boy Flaev Beatz, and you're watching Urban Artfit. Keep it locked.